Okay, so I wanted to make a video about transcribing an interview. You'll need to do this if you are doing the alternative project for class. And the reason that you need to do this is that we're going to be using the transcription later for the final report, the transcription that everyone is generating from their interviews. So during this semester, you're going to be doing 3 total interviews, 1 for the customer development report and 2 more for the interim report. Each of you will do that. If you're working with some team members, you're going to be reporting about all of your interviews in each step, but each of you individually need to do 1 interview for the customer development report and 2 for the interim report. I'm requiring you to transcribe the interview so that we can use some tools for the final report, and also it's helpful to get exposed to some of the tools that are available now that utilize AI that are really powerful. So let me talk first about the easiest way. The easiest way that you can do that is that you can just take your, you do the interview and you use an app on your phone to record the interview. And then you play the interview to yourself and you type out the words in a document. I have done this myself many times, transcribing an interview. It's kind of a tedious process, but for an interview that's 20 minutes long, it probably only takes you a little over an hour to type it out if you're a pretty good typist. And so you just want to type out the words that you say and that the other person says, and separate them, kind of label them. It's not that hard to do. You could probably do it when you're kind of tired from some of the other work that you do during school. It doesn't take a lot of thinking to be able to do. So if you don't want to learn any other technology tools, that's the first thing that you could do. Second option is a tool that I use, and that's called Tactic, TACTIQ. And you can see it here on the screen. What you do is you go to Chrome Web Store and just type in TACTIQ, and that'll bring up Tactic ChatGPT meeting summary, and then you just press Add to Chrome. And then I'll show you what that looks like in a video. So if I start a meeting, and I do most of my stuff in Google Meet, and I'll just go to meet.google.com, and I can start a new meeting. And once you go and install tactic.io, here I'll just start an instant meeting here. When you do that, when you open up Google Meet, it will automatically open, I'll press join now. It'll open up this little icon here from tactic.io. And I just paused it here because you get 10 free meetings that you can use this app. So once you start this, I'll unpause it, and you can see that as you're talking, it's transcribing, right? It transcribes into a file, and then at the end of the call, when you are done with the call and you end the call, let's say I'll end the call here, end the call for everyone. After you do that, it saves a file into your Google Drive, wherever you designate, and I'll show you here. I'll go to Google Drive, pull that into this window here. This is my Google Drive, and it creates a little folder here called Tactic Transcription. And it will take a little bit of time for those files to be saved, probably 10 minutes, but it'll show up here as a transcription. So that's it, you're done. If you do the interview with Tactic working, you're done. So when you get started with an interview, make sure that you see it transcribing on the side before you start doing the questions. And what I would say is do some practice. set up a call, maybe with a friend, or you can just start an instant meeting like I did. Practice it, see where it saves it, see the words appearing on the right, and that's the best way to do it. And you can record the call as you're doing the Google Meet as well. So you want to probably record it and transcribe it, just so that you have a backup, and you can send in the recording as well as the transcription. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Another tool that I'll show you here is called otter.ai. Okay, so otter.ai is a website that you can go to. You have to sign up. You can get the free version. I have the free version here. And it will do a couple of things. You can record. You could do the meeting and have otter.ai going as you're doing the meeting, and it will record and transcribe it, just like I just did with tactic.io. So you could do it that way. An alternative is that you can record it. Let's just say you did it with your phone. You can record it on your phone, or you could record it with Zoom or something, and you could record a file. So I'll show you here. Let's just say that you have a file here that is an MP3 file. So I'm going to drag that in. Let's go to import. I can drag that file in here. So this is somewhere on your computer. You can save the file and then just bring it into otter.ai, and it's automatically transcribing the audio for you. And then I can press on this, and it'll take a while to transcribe, but it will come through, and you have the whole interview transcribed. So that's another way that you can do it. So you can combine otter.ai with if you just record it on your phone, drop it into otter.ai. You can record it on Zoom and drop it into otter.ai as well. You'll have to be a little bit careful with this, because the free version only has 3 imports that you can do. So if you're going to import it into otter.ai, you have to be kind of careful, because you only get 3 chances on it. And you need to do 3 interviews during the semester. So, but again, you can. It's still transcribing down here, but again, you can record it directly into otter.ai, and I think you don't have the same limitations as the importing files. So it'll save it here nicely. You can see here that it's still transcribing, but you can see all of this. This was an interview done by a student in prior semester, and you can see how good of a job it does. You can go through your interview. Now, the transcription is pretty good. These tools are based on AI, whether it's tactic.io or otter.ai. They're really good tools. They can't get it right every time. Sometimes they get it wrong. So it would be probably good if you go through your interview and correct anything that's wrong. Sometimes proper nouns, it gets wrong, things like that. So let me know if there's other tools that you could use as well. I'm sure that there's other tools that you can use to transcribe an interview. This is so amazing for anybody that actually has to transcribe. It used to cost a lot of money to do this. I do this for my research, and it makes it a lot easier being able to transcribe like this. So those are the tools. Hope that that will work out well. And worst case scenario, you can just type it in.